Why use Propack for your robotic needs? We are pioneers of the industry. Our first collate and load system went in 1998. It has over 81,000 hours on it, packing more than 2.5 billion bars. We are the right partner for the future. Robotics is the core of our business. We have a complete family of machines from 900 a minute from a single stream down to 300 a minute from a small mom and pop shop that would be running smaller volumes. In 1997, 1998, not a lot of people were talking about robotic systems. So we dug deep and we came up with our first machine. When that first machine was in production, we ran 400 products per minute on the first day, and they would run 21 hours a day of production, and then they would stop for 3 hours of sanitation and then start up again. Now that machine is still running today. It has over 81,000 hours on it and has, through our collate and load system, has more than 2.5 billion bars through that one machine. It is absolutely unbelievable. But our machine consists of 8 servo motors. It is so reliable and so robust. Customers tell us it's the least cost of maintenance of any machine they have in their plant. Our first machine started out at the high level, high speed, and then we broadened our family of machines to cover a wider spectrum. And today we have a full family of machines that are available, and if we have something that isn't within our family and we perceive there's a need, we'll build it. We started out with a 5-axis, large footprint robot. We looked at the ABB robots that were mounted overhead, and we knew that by reducing our footprint in the production environment was the right direction. I personally went to ABB and asked them if I could purchase a robot. They didn't know they had the product line in North America. So when we say we're pioneers, we are true pioneers of that technology. We used the ABB robots, we put our tooling on it, and we developed collate and load systems that allow the robot to pick a multitude of product. In the complete family of machines, we can go into a bakery that has 5 lines. We can take those 5 lines, divert them to our collate and load system, and we can take 5 lines of production and feed them into top load cartons that would allow 2 streams of loaded cartons to leave our machine. In some cases, that's well over 1,000 products a minute coming into the machine. So the speeds of today are so exciting. With the reach of the ABB robot now, we have the opportunity to put in a secondary format. So if we're loading top load cartons, we can run a cartoner through there. And if I'm a co-packer and I have customers that do top load and end load, I have a machine now that I can be utilized for both formats. Let's talk multi-flavor. When you are at the large bulk stores, you're purchasing cartons that have 3 or 4 different flavors of bars in one carton. And Propack have worked in the last few years to develop a high-speed system that will take product from bulk, 100% bulk, stream the product out, and feed our collators. We can do mixtures of different counts within the carton. We can try to get as price competitive as possible by reducing the amount of robots, meaning that the actual picking and placing would be consistent, so all the flavors would be balanced. That would be our most price-effective machine on the market to achieve the task. That is an area that we're seeing a lot of growth in. We believe that from a flexibility standpoint and having 2 different offerings with 2 different price points, that we can address the market. Building flexibility into the system is the bottom line. We're trying to make sure that our customer has all the tools to be successful. If we look at our quad and our penta machines, meaning that we have 4 infeeds feeding our quad and 5 feeding our pentas. These feed 2 carton management systems. So I can go in, I can take production from 5 lower speed lines, and instead of replacing the whole wrapping room, I can take the product from those 5 lines and divert them to one machine that will take 5 infeeds from a wrapper and effectively load the secondary packaging, will then merge and run to a single closer. So we're taking 4 or 5 streams of product coming into the system. We then take that product, load it into the secondary packaging requirement, and then if we have two streams coming out, many times we can merge those into one single closer when it's feeding to your case packer or your palletizer. So we can pick two different formats of secondary packaging and incorporate it within the machine. That gives true flexibility. And most of the industry are co-packers. They don't know next year what they'll be utilizing the machine for. So building in extreme flexibility in our machine allows our customers to be successful. So we're always up for the challenge in that area, but we try to build in as much flexibility as possible within the machinery, and the two formats has been very successful. But we go a little bit further. We actually go in and we listen to the customer and we work with them. We recently had a customer that had a freezer on one side and a concrete wall on the other and said, this is the amount of floor space available to you. And we took our 3 in-feed machine and we said, you know, for my customer's needs, our 3 in-feed machine has 3 in-feeds on one side. One of the in-feeds, we moved it to the opposing side. It was a much better layout for the wrappers, and it allowed the complete line to perform better. Propack have expertise in many areas of robotic loading. We also have several patents. We have a patent on taking product from a flat presentation and loading it to the top load carton. We also, on the same machine, will pick products up on edge and load it in as a soldier going into a carton. So that is patented Propack technology. It is a US patent, and it is something that we take a lot of pride in. We ensure that the machine can change over quickly from one product presentation to another product presentation. And the beauty of dealing with us is that you have the ability to utilize all of that technology. So our level of dedication towards our customers' success is really what's put us on the map. And I, as a leader of the team, ensure that our customer is satisfied before we walk away. We look to the future. It's exciting, it's sanitary driven, it's technology driven, and we are preparing a team that will be able to embrace that technology and take it to the next level. Fasten your seatbelt.